pride of being a civil servant cannot be articulated in words, but can be felt. ALS equips you to touch that horizon of feel.
ALS, Alternative Learning Systems.
And welcome one more time. My name is Ritesh Handa, and I'm going to be your host and moderating this session for question and answers today. Few rules of this session today. Let all the cameras be on, right? Let all the cameras be on. We also want to see happy faces, some exciting faces, the faces of future civil servants, right? And as expected, you would be muted throughout the session so that the session is conducted smoothly. As you can see, it's almost 300 participants today, so we have to keep you muted. If you have any questions, please ask in the chat box. All right. So time to introduce the elite panel today. So I want to first go and introduce Shri Manish K. Gautam. Right, Manish K. Gautam is the executive director at ALS and one of India's finest mentors who has been teaching for more than 15 years now and is responsible for several thousand success stories. So welcome, Manish, sir.
Thank you.
And if you can say a hi so that everybody can see you.
Hi, thank you everyone. Good morning. And
Yes, sir.
Muskan.
I'm going to come back to you shortly, Manish, sir. Right. So, and of course, the next person I want to introduce is, of course, Muskan. And we all know that she's ranked 87 in the civil service exam, which of 2019, and the results just came in last week. Few things about Muskan, and then Muskan can also say hi, and then we can speak. Muskan cleared this examination in her very first attempt. And guess what? She's only 22 years of age and one of the youngest civil servants in the country at this point of time, and was part of our Chandigarh Center throughout her civil services journey. So Muskan, welcome, and thank you for joining us. If you can also say hi to everyone, everybody can spot you.
Hi, a very good morning to all of you.
All right. Welcome, Muskan, and welcome, Manish, sir, and welcome to each and every all of you. Right, we are having a massive gathering, and Manish, sir, and Muskan, just to let you know, right, this session is from across the country, right, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, right. So a lot of questions would come, a lot of thoughts will be exchanged today, right. So without wasting much time, I would like to go to Manish, sir, first, right, and request Manish, sir, to say a few things about Muskan and also to e-facilitate her, right? Unfortunately, we cannot travel and meet Muskan in person. We would have loved to do that. But if you can e-facilitate her, speak about her for just a couple of minutes, and then we can come to Muskan, and then we will do a question answer session. Over to you, Manish, sir.
Okay, thank you, Ritesh. And very good morning to each and everyone who have logged in from different parts of India and who are civil service aspirant in future. First and the foremost, I would like to congratulate Muskan for this magnificent success, well-deserved success in this exam. Nothing can be more satisfying, enriching and happy moment for a teacher to share the dais with one of the student who is successful, and together the two are talking with 100 other future aspirants, and definitely some among you will get touched, moved and inspired with this session. And next year and next to next year, when we will be doing similar session, some among you will be on the chair of Muskan, where I will be talking about your success story. So this is the wish with which I would like to start this session. See, what is the best part about Muskan result? That she has made it in her very first attempt. What is best part about her? That throughout her preparation, she was very focused, very sincere. I got the opportunity. She was doing general studies pre-com main course at ALS VSAT Center, Chandigarh. So she used to attend session, live session, but on big screen, and used to ask doubt through chat. But when she cleared the main exam, then I got the opportunity in person to interact with her. So I went to Chandigarh Center for interview training program, and I still remember that one afternoon I got some time to spend with her, looking into her detailed application form and briefing her that when she is going for interview, what all things she should keep in mind. And during that interaction, I learned a lot about her. One thing which I can say, and you all can see on your own, that there is no pretense in her personality. Rarely, very rarely we see the kind of authenticity she has in her personality. If Muskan can recall that while we were sitting in the, cave-in at Chandigarh Center, two other candidates were there with her. They were also going for interview, and perhaps 3.5 hours we talked. Now, during that talk also, the kind of state of being which was for her was exemplary. So, thank you, Muskan, for being the human being which you are. Okay. And I
Thank you,
have faith that tomorrow, when you are all set to step into civil services in general and IS in particular, we have been able to gift this country a brilliant civil servant for sure. So you will definitely, work very, very differently, and you will make a difference, to society, to administration, to country. But one thing which I would like to say in front of all of you, I would not like to take the credit of success of Muskan. It is primarily credited to her hard work, her focus, her sincerity, her commitment towards making it happen. And one unique thing which was there, that throughout this journey, she was never worried about final outcome. What's going to happen when the results will be published? For that, she was never stressed. This I can tell you based on my interaction which I had with her in person for more than 3 hours at Chandigarh Center, and thereafter over telephone also we had some talk. Through that I can very well say that never ever she was worried that what going to be the final outcome. But she was always worried about what should I do this moment. So that is something which even as a teacher and human being I can learn from her. That we should think of this moment, that this moment I have to give my best effort, and I should not be worried what would be the outcome of what we are doing tomorrow. And perhaps this is one success mantra which I could see in her, and I would like to congratulate her for this well-deserved success. I would like to say thank you to her for making the whole ALS family proud, and I am very happy that you are making this country know women power. And last time I remember one of our successful candidate from VSAT Center at Lucknow, she got all India rank. If I'm not remembering the rank exactly, if Ritesh can help me out,
65.
Gehlot, Dr. Preeti Gehlot, 60s, I think she got some rank in 60s. Okay, and her story was also inspirational. Okay, so what I'm just trying to say, we have started getting good results from VSAT Center, and that will break free this kind of mindset which is there among few candidates, that you always have to come to Delhi if you want to crack civil service exam. No, if there is a will, if there is a commitment, it is possible. Wherever you are, you can create the best for yourself and you can make your dream come true. So thank you, Muskan, for making ALS family proud. Thank you, Muskan, for setting an example that it is possible in very first attempt, right? Thank you, Muskan, for exhibiting and displaying for all future aspirants that There is no shortcut to success. There is no alternative to hard work. You only have to take your preparation forward in a systematic, rhythmic manner, and it is you and you who can make yourself an IAS, nobody else. Yes, institute will have some role, but if I have to quantify, it would be to the tone of 15-20% on higher side. But 80-85% success depends on your own strategy, your own focus, your own committed efforts on ground, your own state of being, your own positive frame of mind. That is what is going to make it happen for you. I wish I could have been present in person in front of Muskan to congratulate her, bless her, and to wish her a great luck for future endeavors. So, thank you very much. I would not like to take much time. I know all of you want to listen, right, to Muskan, and today is the day when she should speak. Okay, this is well earned and well deserved day when she should speak, right, and we all should listen. So, over to Muskan.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your words of inspiration and for all the encouragement and enlightenment. I know you're very humble, right? By just claiming a little bit of success of all the hundreds and thousands of aspirants which you've helped over more than a decade now, right? So thank you for all the help, Manish sir. So now over to Muskan, and Muskan, I hope you can hear me clearly.
Yes,
And
sir.
let's start. And we have a packed house, 300 students already on this session. Unfortunately, we only had the capacity of 300, right? And it's completely packed. So Muskan, over to you, and we'll come back with question and answers once Muskan finishes. Muskan.
Thank you, sir, for the really kind words. And hi, everyone. I hope you're all doing healthy and happy. So, I got a AIR 87 in this civil service examination 2019, and this was my first attempt itself. So, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the whole ALS team. See, what's great about this ALS is I was doing my graduation from Chandigarh itself. So I could not go to Delhi for some joining some coaching institute for this UPSC preparation. And I'm sure many of you must be in a similar position or other. Due to some reason, you may not be able to travel to Delhi or stay there. So I think it's great that we have that kind of guidance in our regional centers itself through the VSAT classes, which ALS provides. So in that regard, it helped me a lot. I joined the GS pre-com mains course for the year 2017 and 18 batch, I guess. So it helped me to prepare for this UPSC along with my college preparation itself. The timing of the batch really suited me. I could manage it along with my college itself. For me personally, I used to love the world geography and international relations classes, which were taught by Jojo sir, and the internal security classes by Manish sir. So thanks a lot, ALS team, for your guidance all throughout my this UPSC journey. Thanks a lot.
Okay, thanks, Muskan. So my chat box is buzzing with questions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend next 5 minutes with Muskan. So please ask questions related to Muskan and her success, and then I'm going to spend 10 minutes with Manish sir, because after hearing Muskan, I'm sure a lot of students would be seeking for some guidance, help, question and answers. There are all sorts of questions flooded in my chat box right now, but I will be picking only 4 to 5 questions in the interest of time and effort, right? So we will be wrapping up this entire session in the next 15 to 20 sessions. So Muskan, the first question is, and I'm very carefully handpicking these questions. The first question for you is, hi Muskan ma'am, right? So see how things change. Hi Muskan ma'am, I want to know what was your concentration mantra during this exam, and how did you deal with the distractions around you, and what was your strategy?
Hi, this is a very important question because this is a journey. Like you are giving 2 to 3 years of your life in this. So there are days you feel like low on motivation. You don't feel like studying at all. So my strategy was really simple. I used to balance between my social life and my study. So, like in a week, I used to study 6 days, like properly, giving my 100%. And on Sundays, I used to keep them for myself. I would go for a movie with my friends or spend more time with my family. That way, it helped me to keep myself motivated, and I could start again on Mondays with like 100% dedication. So I think it's important. You can indulge in your hobbies as well. It's not like, as they say, like all work and no play makes Jack a dull horse. And it's very true. You need to balance things out. And that was my strategy.
Okay, very, very clear and very, very crystal, right? So the next
So
question
means,
is,
her message is very loud and clear that you should
yes,
not get divorced from the social life in the name of civil service preparation. But focus should be, there on civil service preparation, and in between, at least on weekly basis, you can take a break and you can pursue your hobby and whatever you love doing, so that on Monday when you get back to civil service preparation, you get back with all your focus and concentration.
absolutely, absolutely. So you are hearing from the achiever, and you're also hearing from the mentor. Okay, the next question is from Uma Devi. Ma'am, what is that particular factor which makes a first time attempter and a repeater different?
Um, I think I'm not actually the right person to say this, but I'll tell you. I, like sir also said, I was never worried about my results. I had this I was very clear, like this is what I want to do, and I did whatever I could do. I gave my 100%. One thing that is there that I've noticed among my fellow aspirants also, in this UPSC examination, there are hundreds of students who are preparing, and we have a tendency of comparing our results with other students or the aspirants. So I never used to compare my strategy. I used to believe in myself, like whatever I'm doing. I kept my resources really limited, and I used to revise them again thoroughly. So I think that's what has helped me.
Perfect. Perfect. So next question is from Divya Reddy. Ma'am, I believe consistency is very significant for a UPSC aspirant. What made you stay consistent?
It is. It is very important to be consistent in your preparation. Like I said, you need to be focused right from the beginning. There are many other distractions in this examination. You need not get swayed with those. Just focus on your goal and like give your 100%. That is what I can only say. Some days if you're feeling like you're not able to study or you are confused, you can talk to some person, like to any mentor or a friend whom you trust. I had support from my family, like my father and my grandfather. They are actually role model for me. I used to sit with my grandfather, talk to him about the difficulties I'm facing, and he would guide me. So this you can do to maintain that consistency.
Perfect. Very, very good answers, Muskan. I'll take a couple more, and then, of course, I will come to Manish, sir. So next question is from Estelle Edwin. So, ma'am, good morning. Being so young, did you feel this service would be too much for you to handle? How did you keep your motivation and focus to indulge in everything and balance everything out?
So I did not think that this would be too much to handle, because this was something I wanted right from my childhood. I was very young, probably fourth or fifth standard, when my father inspired me to go for civil service examination. So since then, I have been focused on my goal, and to motivate myself, I used to I have already told, I used to balance things out and to be consistent again. Uh, what I did was I used to measure my progress. Suppose once I'm done with a particular subject, I would attempt sectional tests for that prelims or mains. That would help me to know where I stand, and in this way I would gauge my progress, and that ways I would progress. I would tread forward in my preparation.
Okay, Muskan.
I would just like to pitch in to say that she has already handled the kind of pressure which she may face in future very well during her preparation itself. Friends, I would like to tell you, it's not that easy to deal with the challenges which you face during preparation itself, because post selection You will have challenges, but along with challenges, you will have authority as well, resources at your command as well, okay, recognition as well. So that will make things easier to handle and deal than the challenge which you face during preparation, that if I fail, then what? Whether I have taken the right decision or not. 3 stage exam, one of the toughest exam in many way. So that is, she has already displayed that don't go by her age, but on the basis of maturity, she is very well equipped to handle any kind of pressure which she may have in future when she will be working as an IAS officer in some or other part of India.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to ask you a very popular question, Muskan. It is getting very difficult for me to collate. The chat box is just going wild. But a popular question is, it's a slightly obvious question also. Muskan, how many hours did you study and what was your schedule?
I actually knew this was coming. So my schedule was very flexible. I used to set weekly targets, and based on that, I would plan my daily routine. It was not fixed actually, but all in all, I used to like take out around 7 to 8 hours of effective study when I used to prepare right after my college. Because along with college, I could only take out around 4 to 5 hours. But after that, I had 1 year because I was not eligible. I completed my graduation in 2018 itself, and I was not eligible to give the exam. I was underage then. So for 1 year, I prepared dedicatedly for UPSC, and around 7 to 8 hours I would take out.
Okay. Okay. So 7 to 8 hours she would take out. Okay. So Muskan, I'm going to take one last question, and then there are many questions from Manish sir, and I will come to Manish sir for a question answer, and then we will try to wind up this session. Next question is slightly technical, not technical. They're basically asking that as current affairs plays a huge part in today's scenario, right? So they want to ask you that how did you manage your current affairs preparation?
The strategy for current affairs was really simple for me. I used to start my day by reading the newspaper. I used to read the Hindu. You can refer to anyone, the Hindu or Indian Express. But reading newspaper was kind of non-negotiable for me. I did not used to refer to the daily videos which are available. I would refer them, but only after reading the newspaper. And for the consolidated preparation, I referred to the compilations which are available in the market. So I revised them thoroughly before sitting in the prelims. Around thrice or 4 times I revised those compilations. So that was my strategy for current affairs.
Perfect. And Muskan, I'll just take one last question for you, and then I'll come to Manish sir. I have to take one question more because it's just list is endless. So the question is that how did you manage self-discipline, right? And what was your mantra for self-discipline? And this would be the last question for Muskan.
See, self-discipline comes from within itself. If you are dedicated to your goal, you will be able to do it. So I used to plan my routine. I used to stick to it. Some days, if I could not stick to my routine, I did not get demotivated or disheartened. This is very important because you are studying for like more than a year at a stretch. So it is very important to stay motivated. Don't get disheartened by low days, and that ways you can keep yourself disciplined. What you can also do is a little meditation also helps. So I did that also. And if you have like this great bond with your family, see, I have a joint family, so I used to sit with my cousins. We used to play indoor games and carom board and all kind of stuffs to keep myself motivated. Again, I'm saying it is very important to maintain a balance between your UPSC preparation and your social life. Then only you can have that discipline in preparation also.
Perfect. Thank you, Muskan. Thank you. And now I would like to go towards Manish sir, right, for some rapid fire question and answers. I'm only in a position to take 5, 6, right? We need to wind up the session also. So, sir, I'm just taking some popular questions and trying to just collate many questions at a time. So many students are asking you, Manish sir, that please tell us the mantra, how to start, how to crack this exam, and how to maintain consistency and just make results happen.
Okay, only since Muskan is also with me, So if you will ask today any question to me, I am very much preoccupied with what has worked for her. So the rule of the game is very simple. You need to stick to the basics. You need to hold on to the fundamentals. Step by step, you need to take your preparation forward by decoding the exact demand of the question. And during the process of preparation, you need to strike balance between social life and civil service preparation. Okay, none should intrude into each other. This is what you have to, that much maturity you have to display. And the best thing what is there, that you should never worry about what is going to be the final outcome. Okay, baby steps in the beginning, and then focus during preparation will give magical results towards the end. And give your best and keep yourself prepared for the worst also. That is what should be the spirit with which you should prepare.
So next question coming your way again is a very common and a popular question. Given the optional papers, students are saying, sir, how to choose an optional paper and how to choose a scoring optional paper and how to crack
I would like Muskan to answer. Muskan, how you choose your optional, share with them. They will just, get a better idea.
So for all of you, my optional was commerce and accountancy. And my only consideration while choosing the optional subject was that I should be interested in it. People do care about scoring and all, but I believe that if you are interested in a subject, you will be able to prepare it more nicely. And if your preparation is 100%, you will definitely score. It's not like you won't score or there is some thing like there are scoring optionals or others. If you're prepared nicely, you will definitely score. So I think you should choose optional based on your interest.
So very well answered, that it is the interest of yours in that particular subject which should govern your decision about choice of optional, nothing else. Don't ask this question to anyone. Ask this question again and again to yourself till you get an answer from within that yes, this is the subject in which I am interested. This is the subject in which I can perform well. And thereafter, once you decide, no review. That is what should be the way you should choose optionals.
So I'm taking another question from Sai Krishna, and he's saying, sir, please tell me some tips to crack the interview. I've cleared mains 3 times, but I'm not able to crack the interview.
Okay. So one thing which I would just like to say, that as far as civil service interview is concerned, it is the test of your personality. UPSC has said that it is personality test, but unfortunately it became popular among aspirants with this word interview. It's not an interview, it's personality test. And what UPSC is doing, that through 30 minutes purposive conversation inside the boardroom, which the board will do with you, they will judge the suitability of your personality for a career in public service. And that 30-minute purposive conversation is primarily to see the logical exposition, the critical power of assimilation, the leadership quality, the social cohesiveness, integrity in your character, ability to think, in a stressful moment, plan how to take yourself out of crisis situation, and all such things they will try to see. And one thing which I can tell you by, example which is set by Muskan and 1,000 others, that you cannot prepare for interview, so-called interview, overnight or over fortnight. It's a gradual process. It would have started even before you have started civil service preparation. And if not, it must start with civil service preparation. Small things you have to do. Just imagine that today, if you go to DC office, if you go to DM office of your district, one quality which you would like to see in that person who is sitting in that chair, You just ask yourself, what quality would you like to see? And then you ask second question, is that quality in you? Third question, if yes or no, then how can I bring it in me? Automatically your preparation for interview will kick start. Now you see, when Muskan was answering, right, questions, one thing whether you were able to notice or discover or not, I don't know. She is very, very particular that you need to strike balance between, right, social life and whatever else you do in life. Okay, whether it's family, whether it's friend, whether it's your hobby, and whether it's civil service preparation. So it speaks something about her personality. Multitasking is very integral component in her personality, and she can do justice to multiple role which an individual has to play even in day-to-day life. All of us, all of you tomorrow will be father, mother, sister, brother, working in office, working for country, citizen, society, community, family. Everywhere you have to do justice with the role which you have to play. So this we can see through her answer itself, that she is very clear in the back of her mind that I have to do, right, justice to all multiple role which I have to play. So this would have reflected through her answer and state of being inside the boardroom also. If she would have got very high marks, I don't know how much marks she got. In few weeks from now we will learn that as well. Okay, but one thing, multi-dimensional, approach, multitasking ability, and not compromising. While she was answering your question on current affairs, she was so clear-headed that newspaper reading is non-negotiable. She used the word non-negotiable. So she is very clear. संडे को मूवी देखना है, नॉन नेगोशिएबल, ओके, देखना है, लेकिन मंडे को वापिस उसी फोकस से प्रिपरेशन स्टार्ट करना है, वेरी मच फोकस्ड, राइट? सो दीज आर द थिंग्स, ओके? सो इंटरव्यू प्रिपरेशन, आई टोल्ड यू, just ask 3 questions to yourself. If you visit today DC office, what 2-3 qualities you would like to see in that person who is sitting in that chair? Second question, are those quality in you? And third, if no or in little quantum, then how I can bring it in me? And automatically you will start taking forward step, affirmative step, and there will be transformation in your personality.
Okay, so I'll just take one last question, right? And Muskan, then I will come to you for your closing remarks, 30-second, 1-minute closing remarks, the final tip, right? A lot of students are asking. And then Manish sir, I will come to you for your closing remarks, and then we will end the session. And then of course, I'm going to share in 30 seconds. A lot of students are asking about classes and numbers and admissions and all that. So I'm going to do that as well. So Manish sir, the last question for you is, can an average student crack UPSC?
I very strongly believe yes. Okay. And let me just tell you, if you ask me, based on my experience, I prepared on my own, and thereafter I have worked closely with thousands of successful candidates in past 17-18 years. Based on that experience, I can say, right, if you are brilliant, then you should explore some other career. Civil service exam is not meant for, brilliant minds, and country need you in different way. This exam is for so-called average student, average but with, extraordinary character. Okay. So you may not have performed academically well in your school, college or university, but as an individual, if you are extraordinary, who can really work hard, who has a will, who has a strong commitment to do something, right? Who can learn from mistakes, who always can take her thoughts or his thoughts forward. What is possible in future, if that is what drives you rather than what has happened in the past which governs your present action, then this exam is for you only. Okay, so I very strongly believe that your past background has not much bearing on what's going to happen in future. If today, if you can transform your approach and attitude towards your own career, it's very much possible.
All right, sir. Thank you. So I'm just going to come back for your closing remarks. So Muskan, I'm going to come to you. Your closing remarks for budding aspirants, 285 aspirants listening to you.
There's one thing I'd like to say to everyone. See, there are many resources available for UPSC preparation in the market. Don't get swayed by all the resources. I would like to say, whatever you are referring to, keep your resources limited and revise again and again. Revision is the key here. So do that, and also try to maintain a positive bent of mind. It's really important. Positivity helps. Just be clear of your goal, and as it is also written in our Srimad Bhagavad Gita, कि कर्म करें और फल की चिंता मत करें. तो do that, and it will definitely help you. If I feel like if I can do it in my first attempt itself, all of us can. So all the best to you.
Perfect. Very beautifully said, Muskan. Very proud of that answer. So now to the mentor, Manish sir. Closing remarks
Man
from
has
your
not left anything for me to add on, because once somebody has quoted this beautiful sloka from Gita, Karmanne vadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karam phalhetruhu mati sang dusmane, meaning you keep on doing your karma. You should just do what you can do in the name of civil service preparation. And as far as a strategy is concerned, right, very beautifully she said, limited content with focus on revision, consolidation, and revision. Not always you should remain in the mind of expansion. That let me read this. Okay, no, limited reading and more consolidation, more revision, okay, and belief in your own abilities, competency. Don't allow the outside world to impact you. You should be, very clear-headed and inspired within, so that outside world should not impact you the way you are moving forward in your preparation. So I would like to say thank you to all of you. I would like to wish you all good luck for future endeavors and in civil service exam preparation, and any kind of support which you feel, Team ALS is committed more than ever to extend that support. We believe truly in the philosophy of unconditional support for our students, both inside as well as outside class. So this is my message for all of you. And I would like to even say thank you to Muskan. It was so good to see you right on screen and to have some talk with you. And I wish you, a great future as an extraordinary civil servant as well.
All right. Thank you,
sir.
Thank you, Muskan. Thank you, Manish sir, for those golden words. So I'll just take 30 seconds and then we will end the session, because a lot of students are asking about how to enroll and what are the batches and all that. So as you know, during these difficult and COVID times, education institutes are shut till the government of India allows us to open. We have started our online batches, right? We just commenced last week. Please connect to any of the ALS centers right from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, literally, right from Srinagar to Thiruvananthapuram, right? We've got 75 centers waiting for you in case you have not taken admission yet. And you will find same Manish sir, same Jojo sir, and the other experts on the classrooms as well. And we will be very happy to guide you. I'm also enclosing and putting the inquiry numbers on the chat in case you want to have an inquiry. And also in case you want to leave your number so that we can reach you, please leave it on the chat. And we will be very, very happy to offer unconditional support, like Manish sir just said. So ALS, as we call, ALS is a temple of learning, and we continue to deliver beautiful results. Last year, we saw rank 65, like Manish sir was also saying, Dr. Preeti, right? This year, 87. Muskan, these ranks are from our regional centers.
And
right?
I would just like to mention that one of our VSAT center, Trivandrum, right? We have means 5 or 6 of them have qualified from that center. No, means if I am not
Six.
wrong,
Six.
6 of them have qualified from Trivandrum center. Okay, so that is very heartening to know as a teacher that someone who is is staying 2,500 kilometers away from us are also getting benefited with the technology embedded guidance which we are able to provide through our VSAT technology. So that's very satisfying for a teacher. Nothing else can be more satisfying than this.
Yes, so we teach both in English medium as well as Hindi माध्यम में भी हम पढ़ाते हैं.
हिंदी
Right?
माध्यम
So,
में भी
दोनों-
वैसे ही पढ़ाएंगे जैसे अंग्रेजी माध्यम में पढ़ाते हैं. और एक चीज मैं जरूर कहना चाहूंगा कि हर वर्ष जब परिणाम यूपीएससी घोषित करता है तो एक चर्चा जोरों से चल पड़ती है कि क्यों हिंदी माध्यम के अभ्यर्थियों का जो परिणाम है जिस तरह से 2013 और उसके पूर्व आता था अब वो नहीं आ रहा है. तो उसका बहुत बड़ा कारण है कि आपको जब आप तैयारी शुरू करते हैं उस समय जो आपकी मन स्थिति है उसमें बदलाव की जरूरत है. बहुत ही सकारात्मक सोच के साथ आपको अपनी तैयारी शुरू करनी है और उन्हीं सिद्धांतों को पूरे तैयारी के दौरान बनाए रखना है जो अंग्रेजी माध्यम के छात्र बनाए रहते हैं. और यह नहीं मानना है कि हिंदी माध्यम से बहुत परिणाम कम हो गया है. निश्चित तौर पे कम हुआ है, उसके बहुत सारे उत्तरदायी कारक हैं, उस पर कभी अलग से चर्चा करेंगे. लेकिन एएलएस अंग्रेजी और हिंदी माध्यम दोनों ही माध्यमों में जो है सामान्य अध्ययन का कार्यक्रम चलाता है और हम कोशिश करेंगे कि आप हिंदी माध्यम से भी अगर तैयारी कर रहे हैं तो आप सफल हों. और मुझे सबसे ज़्यादा खुशी उस दिन होगी जब हिंदी मीडियम के टॉपर के साथ इस तरह का मैं एक सेमिनार कर रहा हूँगा. सो आई एम ऑल्सो डाइंग टू सी दैट मोमेंट एंड सी दैट डे, क्योंकि ये बहुत बड़ा एक भ्रांति जो बैठ गया है उसको तोड़ना बहुत जरूरी है.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you for a quick demo in Hindi. For students in Kerala and South India, please ignore it for the time being. On a lighter note, that is. All right. So a lot of you are sending me your numbers. Please also send your number with the city, right, where you are, because we have 75 centers. It's very difficult to track a number. But I've given the inquiry numbers on the screen, right? I'm going to just refresh it, right? One more time on the chat box. Thank you so much, Manish sir, one more time. And thank you so much, Muskan, for being with us and inspiring many aspirants today. Thank you very much
Thank you.
to the entire audience.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Manish sir.
Thank
you
you.
to Navroop for organizing this event. Thank you, Navroop. Navroop, of course, is our center head in Chandigarh.
And thank you, Navroop, and congratulations to you as well. And this is the way you should, continue extending support to our students so that we get many Muskan Jindal in future from Chandigarh Center.
All right, bye-bye. And please, on the chat, mention your numbers and inquiries if you want. Till then, see you next time and see you at our classes. Everything is online, just like this session. And we have some beautiful online classes running. Bye-bye. Thank you, Muskan. Thank you, Manish sir.